Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Amshar Shahmid bin Muhammad Saimi. Okay, in this video, I will present to you about my informative speech title that I have choose, which is types of bully. What is bullying and why bullies issues always get worse attention and how this will affect the bully's victim. First of all, bullying is defined as any intentional, repeated aggressive behavior directed by a person against the other person or his target against in the same age group as them. Bullying is an issue across our nation. You might not know it, but the person sitting next to you could be getting bullied. They might not seem like they are hurting, but inside they could be. Bullying doesn't have to be pushing someone around, shoving them into lockers, or even punching them. Bullying can be on the internet, after school, on your walk home, on the bus, maybe even in your own household. Anybody that intentionally tries to hurt your feelings is bullying you. It doesn't matter if you just stare at them as they walk by or laugh at something they say in class. If it hurts their feelings, then you are bullying them. You might think that there are no bullies in your grade or even in the school, but there might be someone around you might getting bullied, or maybe you yourself are getting bullied. And the purpose I've choose this topic because I want to tell the others there are several types of bullies. You guys does not realize that you might actually have bullied the others. Not all bullies are the same. It has a different style and use different tactics to intimidate and control their victims. For instance, some kids that bully are very sly about how they attack their target, while others are downright mean. By being aware of not only the types of bullying but also the types of bullies your child may encounter, you will be better equipped to help your child in any situation. There are many different types of bullying that can be experienced by children and adults alike. Some are obvious to spot while others can be more subtle. The different types of bullying that I will tell later could be the bullies that you have experienced. The first type of bully is physical bullying is the most obvious form of bullying. It occurs when kids use physical action to gain power and control over their targets. Physical bullies tend to be bigger, stronger, and be more aggressive than their peers. And for examples of physical bullying include kicking, hitting, slapping, shoving, and any other types of physical attacks that might hurt the victim's body. Unlike other forms of bullying, physical bullying is the easiest to identify. As a result, it is most likely what people think of when they think of bullying. Additionally, it has historically received more attention from schools than other more subtle forms of bullying. Physical bullying might cause both short-term and long-term damage to the victims. For example, for the short terms, they after getting physical attack, they have bruise on their body. For long-term damage, their inner parts of their body might have effects. For example, have broken bones. This can affect them to do their activity daily lives more efficiently. Okay, moving on to the second types of bullying is cyberbullying. The cyberbullying can be defined as intentional and repeated harm inflicted through the use of computers, phones, and any other electronic devices. Did you know that 3 in 10 young people in Malaysia are cyberbullied every day? According to Report Malaysia's recent statistic, 28% out of 6,953 young people in Malaysia polled recently say they have been a victim of online bullying, with 43% of them experiencing it through online games and private messaging and social media apps, including Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, and Twitter. Cyberbullying can include by abusive or getting hurtful text, email, or post, image or videos on online, or deliberately excluding others online, or getting or hear nasty gossip or rumors about yourself, and imitating others online by using the user's account. There are many Malaysians are cyberbullying without realizing what they are doing. Some choose to openly attack people based on their physical attributes, where people set an unrealistic beauty standards, for example, weight limits, skin color, body size, and they just basically pick on those who are just different in general. Or we can say that they are being racist. Uh, Cyberbullying have different side effect from physical bullying. Cyberbullying can cause emotionally stress just as impactful as physical abuse, or even worse, as it destroys one self confidence completely. More often than not, this is a projection of insecurity that is reflected through abusive behavior. In-person bullying is still more prevalent than cyberbullying, but cyberbullying is a growing problem. Not only person of cyberbullying less likely to be caught, but the online nature of cyberbullying can also be especially damaging to victims. People have their devices on them all day, every day. So if they are being cyberbullied, they never get a break. Even in their homes, cyberbullying can happen at any time, and it can be in public or in private, and sometimes only known to the target and the person cyberbullying. So as the conclusion about my speech, there are several types of bullying that I have told you just now. For me, bullying is wrong. Either physical bullying or cyberbullying. It's never okay. It's never cool. It never makes you look good by doing it. You always have a choice. Be the person that is smart enough and confident enough to be friends with everyone you meet. By doing so, you are sending the message that you are self-assured enough to not care what others may think. For the bully's victim, they might have trauma effect by getting bullies. So for those who have friends that getting bullied, you might check your friend and ask them and motivate them not to be so humble. They might push themselves to be more confident and ignore what others say about them. And I think that's all about my speech. Thank you. Bye bye.